to the first topic of the night, and that is the second episode of What If. Now, this episode was completely ridiculous. I don't know if you guys saw it. I will spoil it if you haven't seen it, so be aware of that. The second episode is What If T'Challa is Starlord? And in this version of reality, instead of Yondu coming down, picking up Starlord, taking him into space, and then deciding not to give him to Ego, in this version, he sends Kraglin and Taserface, rather, to go pick up Starlord. Only they accidentally pick up T'Challa as a little boy instead. Obviously, is the wrong kid. They realize it's the wrong kid, but Yondu is impressed with his maturity, his reasoning. T'Challa wants to explore. He feels like a kindred spirit, so they keep him aboard the ship, and they flash forward about 20 years, and you get an adult Star-Lord who is now a hero of the galaxy, hero of the universe. Everybody knows him. He's famous. Korath, the pursuer, he's basically simping for him. He's so impressed by the fact that it's Star-Lord. Star-Lord is so good that he convinces Thanos to not try to kill half the universe. They don't really explain how. He just kind of talks to him apparently in the past. And Thanos is now a good guy. He's a member of the Ravagers. Gamora is not mentioned at all in the series, but instead Nebula, who has a rocky relationship with Thanos. So there is still some of the past as far as Thanos' behavior, his actions prior to meeting Star-Lord and becoming a good guy. Still mentioned, but Thanos good. Nebula's good. They got kind of a flirtatious relationship with Star-Lord. But the whole crux of the episode is that they're going to do a heist from the Collector. The Collector has some magic seeds that will invigorate.
All right, now I'm back.
Carl's back. So the Collector, he got these seeds that if you put it into a planet, the planet will grow green, and they want to feed the whole universe. And it's basically a triple cross. You think that Nebula has betrayed them, but actually it was a plan between Nebula and T'Challa the whole time. In the course of the heist, they find a spaceship that was apparently sent from Wakanda to go look for Star-Lord, but it was captured by the Collector. Just happened to be there. Happens to respond to a necklace that T'Challa is wearing. He ends up getting into a fight with the Collector, beats him with the help of Yondu, and the universe lives happily ever after. And then we get a little reunion between Ego and the real Star-Lord, or the kid who was supposed to be Star-Lord as a 21-year-old adult. And there's kind of a hint that Ego is going to be the big bad, the overall villain, taking the place of Thanos in that universe. And it is fucking ridiculous. T'Challa is treated like a Gary Stu. He can do no wrong. Everybody loves him. He's fantastic. Completely ridiculous. Carl, do you have any opinions on this? I know you had to see some of it.
Like I said, I haven't really seen either one. I don't really subscribe to the appropriate channels. I'm too cheap.
Well, not spending any money this week, I'll give you the ridiculous, Carl. Basically, it was like T'Challa is so super awesome and everybody loves him that he talked Thanos out of destroying the universe because he's that awesome.
Thanos is a fanatic, or at least that's the way I understood things, at least.
Yeah. Even in the MCU, he's basically sacrificed his daughter Gamora in order to accomplish his mission. He has the pure drive and will to do what needs to be done. The hardest choices take the strongest wills. But in this universe, T'Challa's like, "Hey, man, why are you killing people? Let's not do that." And Thanos is like, "Fuck yeah, bro! I ain't gonna kill nobody no more." Pound it. I'm gonna have to share my login info with Carl. Yeah, I might have to. Get Carl up to speed on all this stuff.
I mean, it sounds like this episode was better than the last one.
No, it was worse. It was completely worse.
Really?
It was so like I said. Basically, T'Challa, Starlord. He's just perfect. They got people from the MCU basically bowing down, kneeling to him because he's so awesome. He's like the intergalactic Robin Hood or some shit. It is completely out of character for so many people. Completely ridiculous.
Well,
it was a waste of a half hour.
I mean, if you want my general opinion,
always
it sounds like What If is, it's to get people. It's like the Transformers movies we were talking about. It's there to get people. A lot of this stuff is there to get people into the Marvel universe, so they can subscribe to get all those comic book subscriptions or buy all those comic book games. And
well, this failed. If that was the point, this is a big failure. Big thumbs down. Big thumbs down.
I wouldn't be surprised if, and I'm not sexist here, but practically speaking, comic books are a guy thing. They always have been.
Yes,
when you start having women designing all the all the characters, writing all the stories, and being in charge of all the decisions of a male-oriented aspect of entertainment, this is what happens. It'd be like if a guy started if men started working on Barbie to make it inclusive for men.
Well, I think the original Barbie was created by a man, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? Wow. Well, you know what I mean. Sex in the City, then.
Well,
anyone ever watch that garbage?
No, but just a side note. The original Barbie doll was inspired by a German adult toy.
Really?
Yes. A toy designer was in Germany in an adult shop. He saw a small doll, and he decided that he could recreate that small doll, but sell it to little kids as a toy instead of a adult little figurine. It's very interesting if you look it up. If you look up the backstory. But to Luke's comment here, the first was awful. I didn't even want to watch this one. I hard disagree. I think the first episode was good. It wasn't great. It was good. This one was awful. This was terrible, and I'm not looking forward to the third one.
Well, you either have two choices: either watch it or don't.
You make it sound so simple, Carl.
It is. Well, either watch it and waste your time or don't, because I guarantee you it's not really going to get any better.
You might have a point, but I mean, I have to kind of watch these things to be in the know, to have something to discuss. If I'm not watching this, what are we going to talk about?
Okay, that's a valid point.
I mean, if you want to just do like a 10-minute show with just an intro and then we just
okay, good point.
So that's my thoughts on the whole Starlord T'Challa thing.
I can only imagine what they're gonna do next.
I did see an image of Spider-Man wearing the Doctor Strange.
Oh, come on.
So that might be where they're going next.
If they really want, I'll tell you, if a good what if scenario, Apocalypse being good for once.
Well, the what if is based on the MCU.
Oh, okay. All right, I get you.
Yeah. So it's going to be all MCU centric.
See, that's part of the problem right there. The MC universe sucks.
Well, they could have done an what if the X-Men existed in the MCU. That could have been an interesting
I mean, the original X-Men movies were already fantastic. I don't think they need to fuck it up.
I mean, they already fucked it up with the whole First Class and all that shit.
No. I'm talking about like the trilogy, the original trilogy, not the ones they try to tack on.
Well, I was gonna say they are in the same universe technically. They tacked them on. They did that whole time travel brain thingy. Either way, that's it. That's all I gotta say about T'Challa Starlord episode. What if episode 2 garbage? If you can skip it, wait for episode 3, see how that's going.